Westwood is home to some of the most accomplished student athletes in the country. Admission to the school requires exceptional performance on and off the field of play. The embodiment of this principle is senior catcher Daniel Rosica.
He graduated, he's done with school, playing this quarter and with the 4.0 and double major, and it's just really an epitome of a UCLA student athlete, of a guy that earned his stripes. He's earned everything he's got. Nothing's been handed to him.
The 5'10", 167-pound Rosica, a Southern California native, graduated in March with degrees in economics and psychology, and completed his studies with a 3.76 cumulative GPA.
I guess from an early age, my parents instilled in me, like, we're not going to let you do much unless you're nailing school. And then as I got older, I kind of liked learning.
Daniel's story is unique for more than just his work in the classroom. He did not receive a single Division I offer and walked on at UCLA. Coach John Savage was simply looking for a bullpen catcher.
I mean, it was something that we never ever expected him to play, and we were very clear on that to him. It's one of those stories. It's why you hang in there and you learn the game. You get connected to the program.
He ended up telling me he was a walk-on and he was just going to be a bullpen catcher and stuff, it was a little like shocking me that somebody would be okay with just being a bullpen catcher. So I'm like, oh yeah, stick with it. Maybe you'll play in like a year or two. And he's just like, nah, it's cool. I'm just doing the bullpen catcher thing.
After redshirting his freshman season, circumstances left the Bruins with minimal options behind the plate.
We had people get hurt, so we had to convert an infielder, and we needed help. We were pretty good everywhere else except for the catching position.
Rosica stepped in and played in 44 of the team's 56 games. Daniel's hard work and consistency stood out to his teammates, especially in an April game against Oregon.
He got a little scrappy base hit where I think he beat out a ground ball. He stole second, stole third, and then the ball got overthrown to third base. He scored, and that was like our go-ahead run for the game.
I don't think it really set in until after the season, but during the season I was just trying to contribute in any way possible, try to help the team win as many games as possible.
With over 80 starts now under his belt for the Bruins, Daniel has become an extension of the coaching staff on the field.
Oh, it's critical. He can handle pitchers, he can handle infield meetings, he can handle umpires, he can handle communication in between innings with pitchers, myself. He can explain things very well. He sees the field very well.
I might have been taking some stuff away from the field into the game. And I started off not too hot, and he came out to the mound, told me, hey, I know you have stuff going on in your personal life, leave that behind and just focus on what was going on.
Whenever Daniel's career ends at UCLA,
just announced today,
there is no doubt he will have left an indelible impact on the program.
Life goals, it'll probably take a year or two to figure out what I want to do, if I want to go to grad school or whatever, but I want to travel, go on adventures, just kind of do whatever interests me at that moment.
Professionally, he's going to be very good at what he does, and somebody's going to have an extremely reliable, trustworthy worker. I'd like to put this on his resume, really. If anybody's listening, this guy is a guy that you want to hire.